What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another movie review. And today I'm going to be reviewing Netflix's The Little Prince. Now, this movie, this story has been told multiple times in multiple different ways. There have been, I think there's one full animated film. There is two animated special type things, 22-minute special animated things. There's a live action movie, some type of musical adaptation type thing that I've seen, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's been adapted multiple times. But this one I think is done in a very unique way. One, it's 3D animated, and second, it doesn't just focus on the main story of the Little Prince, which is actually very interesting. It takes its own little interesting take on it as well. So there's this little girl that is basically, her mom runs her life basically, makes her what she wants, not what she wants. Her mom makes her what she wants, but not really what her daughter wants. Does that make sense? It's done from an interesting standpoint. This movie is is done in a great way. It doesn't just do the story of the Little Prince. The story of the Little Prince is basically told to this little girl, and the whole time you're basically thinking, oh yeah, the Little Prince is a story, it's not real, it's just something to coincide with the actual story and all of that. But the way it gets to the third act, you kind of question oh, it was actually real, or was it real? It's kind of confusing me a little bit. I'm going to go with the Little Prince thing was actually real. And this movie actually combines the whole story of Little Prince is in stop motion, I believe. And the actual movie itself is done in, or stuff with the little girl and stuff like that is done in 3D animation. There's also... And this movie has a lot of heart to it. It has some comedy bits to it, but I think the main focus of this movie is to be heartfelt and just overall tell a good story, and I think it executes that very well. I will go ahead and say that this movie doesn't really drift from the source material. It just basically adds to the source material. Because the whole third act adds a whole thing that I don't think is in the original story. I don't know. I never actually read the story, or I've just seen bits and pieces of some of the other stuff researching. But this is actually a very interesting animated film. I don't want to give away too much because it's that interesting of a film, but I will say one thing that this movie does really good is the storytelling is done very well. The old man character, a lot of the comedy in the movie comes from him, even though there's not a lot of it. A lot of heart comes from him as well. And I'm glad the movie focuses on as a huge portion of the movie focuses on the old man and the little girl. I don't remember their names, but... And the whole fact that the Little Prince is real and it's not just a story thing. And the part where the old man goes to the hospital, you're afraid he's gonna die and stuff like that. I'm not gonna give away the ending, but there's all those, and there's this little Fox plushie that's kind of just there. And he's alive, but at the same time, it's just weird. There's a few things that confused me about this, but the movie itself is actually very interesting, and I very much would recommend giving it a watch. It's nothing horrible, and it's not very dumb or anything along those lines. I think it's a decent animated film. I'll go ahead and give it a solid 4 rating. I'd say it's pretty good. I'd recommend giving it a watch. It's on Netflix, so if you don't have Netflix, that stinks that you can't watch this movie. But if you have Netflix, go watch this movie. I'd very much recommend it. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please tap that like button down below. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to my Twitter, Instagram, DeviantArt, Tumblr, dailymotion, Twitch, Musically, LiveMe, Equestria, amino, Google+, Roblox, Facebook, Snapchat, Spotify, reaction.cam, and SoundCloud, all linked down in the description below. And do not forget to hit the notification button so you'll be notified when I upload videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!